Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So glad you could join me again today. This is video 18 of the Merry Christmas Snowmen children. And as you can see, it's also the final video of this painting. I'm gonna go ahead and dial this up. And there we are. Most of it is, of course, of the white itself. Although we do have lighter colors in here, so we're going to put in letter J. As always, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. And I need all the subscribers I can get because I am not even monetized yet. Hit the thumbs up to show that you like the video. Leave a comment, ask questions, give me ideas. What do you like about the video? What maybe you don't like? Maybe even let me know how you're doing in this new year of 2025. Just make sure it's 7 words or longer, or the algorithm really doesn't even care that you did it. And do the bell notification only if you want to be notified when I release a video. As always, I hope everyone is doing well, or as well as can be expected. Can only hope for the best. Hope the new year is going better for everyone. I'm facing a lot of challenges. I'm hoping by in the spring of this year or summer, I will at least get back some of my momentum and physical ability to do things and get things done. I really miss being active. Sorry that my hand blocks some of the screen while I'm doing this. Okay. There's a few more J's up there. Okay, that appears to be all the J's. Then we got the letter Z. Let me find that. These are some of the shadows in between the children. Quite a very cute I have so many things to get accomplished, and I've been very, very limited due to complications with my knee that became really apparent when I no longer had the support of a healthy hip to make up the difference on the other side. There's the letter Z. Then we're going to do V. And so it's kind of kinked my plans a bit on how much I wanted to get accomplished. However, hopefully, like I said, I'm really hoping for a good outcome. And all we can do is wait and see what happens. All right. Now, so they're Y's. They're Y's. There's a V. And there's a couple more V's. Okay, I do believe the rest are Y's. And then all we have left is Y's and I's. All right. And that appears to be it. And now we have all I's. So then we can say goodbye to the children. So, although the gnome, I think, is also a Christmas-based painting, I think I'm going to do it anyway. My thoughts are is maybe do winter/Christmas time paintings. All during the winter, maybe. I'm not quite sure which ones to do for when. Or maybe go back and forth. Maybe that is something to do. Considering that I'm trying to stay away from the camera when I shake, because I've noticed that it creates quite a chaotic shadowing. So, don't know if any of the viewers have noticed. So, I'm not quite sure what the goal is on which paintings. My thoughts are stop doing Christmas ones because it's going to be summertime soon. Before you know it, spring will be here. And since it takes 18 days to do the videos, that means that I only get one painting done every 18 days. And so on and so forth. So I'm like, I don't know. I do know that I want to start doing videos of me, like, not quite sure where that one should be. I think it's supposed to be in just a little bit more, yeah. So that's what's happening, is that each one is doing a small micro shift, and it's causing it to be way over too much. There we go. Trying to figure out a happy medium of what people might want to watch on YouTube beside me just painting. So maybe making the frames and putting them on the frames. I don't think I'll do the painting of the edges when they're on the frames on YouTube. And then maybe, of course, taking photographs as well. Maybe not, because then I'll be like doing the photographs and then putting them on eBay. Yes, I do plan on selling the paintings finished, stretched, and stapled to wood, since they are not a like a Picasso or a famous art type thing. I'm doing the stapling rather than tacking the canvas because of that reason. And also I glue down the drills. The drills will shift around and fall off. I do know that there's a company that sells like a sleeve that you can set your art in and display it on walls. I'm not quite sure on all that. I'm not sure how expensive it becomes and whether or not it's something that someone would like or not. I just know that putting it on using a wooden framing and stapling it on, it makes it nice and lightweight, and all you really need is a tack that sticks out like the plastic tacks, and you can just balance it right on it because these will not weigh that much. And with the glue on it, easily dust the painting off if any dust get on it. And if it does happen to fall, unless it hits the front and does damage, the drill should stay on. And when I list them, I will mention a bunch of this In fact, I'll probably do a template. And then that way, all I have to do is fill in certain things like size, what it's about, and all the information will be automatically there. It makes listing just a little bit easier. We do have templates that we can go in and use. I use them for certain products. It can be really hard when you're not, because I sell a lot of everything, it makes it a bit harder on listing because a lot of items are precise individual items. There's not a template that can be used because I'm not selling the same thing over and over and over again. Like, per se that you only sell men jeans. That means that other than the brand and the size, most of them are the exact same thing over and over again. Because they're exact same over and over again, the only thing that you might have to pop in is like brand and size and perhaps color. That might be the slight variance there. It makes it easy to do templates. So, but if you ever go into my store, you will see that many of my items are individual, precise items. I don't have a huge amount of the same items, so making templates are not exactly productional for me. But I do use a certain type, you could say. Yeah. Like brand, maker, size, quantity, criteria, like when was it made, if I have that information. So I do have a type of template that I use that just covers general information. Okay. One of my cats is snoring. It's so funny. My really, really oldie. 18 years old. I don't think he's going to be around much more than a couple of years, if that. He's starting to decline. But I do know that I like the fact that I've managed to give him a pretty darn good life. And you think life is hard on humans, they're even harder on animals. They're treated disposable. Even the ones that we call pets, most people get them and then they just toss them away like, nope, don't want it no more. Doesn't act the way I want, doesn't do what I want, so I'm going to throw it away. And I'm really not into the let's dispose of them. I've had quite a few cats now over the years that have passed away due to old age. And just a fact of life. Oh, that's something I can mention for anyone who may be allergic to cats. My eBay inventory is not kept near cats. It is a pet-free zone. And so no mold, no mildew, no cats, nothing, no odors, no smoking. That's another thing. So I try to make sure. Now, once in a while, I will admit a piece of cat hair might get into my packaging tape. I'm not throwing away a piece of packaging tape just because a piece of cat hair got in it. But as far as all the rest of it, it is all, the item itself is cat-free. It's not laundered near cats, not kept near cats. You know, because some people do really have pet allergies. They have allergies to dogs or cats, sometimes both. I have allergies to dogs. When I'm around dogs, it makes me sneeze, something terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't know what it is that gets in dog dander hair or what the case may be. And I grew up around dogs, but this is according to medical journals, a human being can develop allergies every 7 years. They can change, they can go away, new allergies can appear. And that is something that started appearing around dogs, is me sneezing. I have a son who's allergic to cats, and that developed as he got older. It wasn't when he was young. So, again, allergies can be a touchy thing. Something that you may never have had, and yet it develops. So, cigarette smoke and other forms of smoking and nasty smells is not an allergy. It is something that a person is not being careful about. And I wouldn't want to receive items that reek like cigarette smoke any more than anyone else would, especially if you're a non-smoker. And I'm an ex-smoker, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how I ever tolerated the odor of it when I was a smoker. You just don't really notice it. It's when you're away from it or you don't do it that you realize how exactly disgusting it smells. And even sadder, when it's fresh, it may not be as bad, but when it starts to age and it just reeks. In fact, yesterday I was going to the bank. I'm also sensitive to perfumes, so there's never any perfumes on anything I sell. And there's a product that I hate above all else, and it's Axe. there was a guy walking ahead of me, and he was wearing Axe, and I could tell he was wearing Axe because my lungs were seizing up. And it was like, oh my God. I had to stop and stand there while he continued to walk to get away from it, just so I could start breathing again. So I personally don't know what Axe puts in their products, but it should be against the law. It is the most horrible lung-seizing product that I've ever been around in my life. I, again, don't know what in the world they put in it, but I cannot breathe around it. It is just awful. Absolutely awful. I didn't like it when they first came out, and I still don't like the product. And I can always tell when I'm around a gentleman who wears it, because Axe is a man's product. And I just cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Getting right down there. We only have like this small area done, left to do. So anyways, that's what I was mentioning, is that I do not add any odors, or I'm not, same with my the clothing I do. I try to make it, and I put a disclaimer on the clothing that although the clothing is clean due to eBay's policies, anyone who buys products, whether they be new or old, you know, brand new or old, you should always wash them according to manufacturing tags due to possible allergies. Even new items, I would never let my children put on brand new items. And I was like, nope, we're washing them. One year I worked at a clothing factory. We made clothing, we sewed. And fabric has all kinds of finishing rinses on it. And the dye alone in it can create allergies in people. It can be actually poisonous. So again, you should always wash any clothing that you buy brand new or used due to possible allergies. That way you know that you're going to be safe. And another thing that I like candle products. Even though I really don't burn candles much. I just like how they look and sometimes using them. So another thing that I always put on all my eBay products as a disclaimer is you should never leave candles burning on unattended due to it being a fire hazard. So that's another thing I always let people know, because you really shouldn't. I burnt candles before. My cats go and sit by them, and they start singeing their tail hairs, because their tails, anyone who knows cats and dogs know that the tail of a cat and a dog is almost like a separate entity. Like, they just start moving everywhere. Dogs will knock stuff off from tables. Cats' tails will flick around and get in the water dishes, cups. They're like a separate entity. And due to that, even if you have pets, you shouldn't leave candles unattended. they can be a fire hazard. So again, something else that I put on certain items. We are almost done. And so I want to say that I so appreciate everyone who takes the time to sit and watch my videos and join me on these paintings. And I hope that you really enjoyed watching each segment of the Snowmen children. And again, please subscribe and drop me a comment, questions, ideas. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when I do release a video. Hit the thumbs up to say that you enjoy it. And until next time, see you then.